The 150th running of the Preakness Stakes, 6 days away next Saturday from Pimlico Racecourse. Then the racetrack will be demolished and rebuilt, which means next year the Preakness for the first time will be at Laurel. But what a field we're going to have. And we're still waiting, actually, on journalism, the Kentucky Derby favorite, as to whether or not he's going to go. We're getting close to the countdown clock here because entries will be drawn tomorrow. However, journalism is going to go to the track and train, and at that point, we'll make a determination as to whether or not he will be a part of the 150th Preakness Stakes. Yesterday, we learned that Sandman was a late addition off his 7th place trip in the Kentucky Derby. Mark Casse won the Preakness Stakes with War of Will, who finished 7th in the Kentucky Derby. Here's what Michael McCarthy is talking about. No decision on journalism for the Preakness Stakes. According to Horse Racing Nation, he and the owners will decide after training tomorrow at Churchill Downs. So he never shipped back to Santa Anita. He stayed at Churchill. Wouldn't be that big of a deal to get him from Churchill to Pimlico in short manner. But they do have to make the decision, obviously, by the time entries are drawn tomorrow at Pimlico Racecourse. Now, Bob Baffert, he was supposed to have Rodriguez, who was going to be in the Kentucky Derby, had a little bit of a foot issue. That has not yet been resolved. So they're going to now point him to the Belmont Stakes, but Bob has a new shooter in the form of Goal Oriented, an undefeated horse, 2 for 2, broke the maiden in Southern California, went to Churchill, won a race on the Derby undercard, which was a very nice allowance race. And Bob's saying he came out of it, better than he went into it. So some horses are made for it. And he's talking about being able to wheel back in 2 weeks and compete so quickly as the Preakness Stakes comes up so quickly. But they're going to run him in the Preakness instead of the Sir Barton. So we'll see. That was according to David Grenning, who's done an unbelievable job reporting all these breaking stories regarding to the Preakness. But Bob's won this race a record 8 times. D. Wayne Lucas has won it 7 times. And Baffert, look at the list of his horses that have won this race before. We're talking about Legends, Silver Charm, Real Quiet, Point Given, War Emblem, Looking at Lucky, American Pharaoh, Justified, Triple Crown winners 2 years ago, National Treasure. This race, 6 of the last 11 years, has been won by horses on the West Coast, the likes of Exaggerator, even for Keith DeSormo. But 4 of the last 6 runnings of the Preakness have not been California horses. So we'll see if Bob can get it done with Goal Oriented, or maybe journalism is still on the table. We won't know about that until tomorrow.